Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NDA podcast. This is episode number 3476. I'm joined here by Kev and Wex. And today, we're going to be talking about the matches that happened last week for week 1 of the NDA. And we're going to preview some of the games coming up this week as well. So, welcome, you guys. Thanks for joining me.
What up?
Dude.
Had an exciting week 1, I'd like to say. Pretty good start to the season.
I would like to say I had a very disappointing week 1. It was
Had a great week.
It's full of sadness and despair.
Yeah, I mean, we can jump straight into our game of the week recap. You
get it out of
two,
the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. It was a great match.
No, it wasn't. It was sadness. It was sadness. I'll start off by saying Entei sucks. I don't like Entei. Thing is very bulky. Actually has a decent amount of bulk there. Especially with Passion Berry. If you were over on that, I probably would have cried. But luckily,
that's what I was running in prep, and it was living those. It was living the snipe shots.
Snipe shots, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The problem is I didn't get my Whimsicott this year, so this is awful for me. I have to.
I literally said it while you guys were playing. It was like poetic justice to see you lose 2-0 to Whimsicott. It was so nice.
I used the button clicker to destroy the button clicker.
The encore button clicking was actually incredible.
Encore was so vile this week. It was actually insane. Having 2 inner focus ones against Insane was really nice.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Saying that, I didn't really need it for Entei. Like, I couldn't, I ran special Entei, so yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, there's really not much I could have done. My strategy that I had going into it was just trying to hope that you maybe led Cobalion and wanted to do a beat-up strategy instead. That didn't show up, so unfortunately, I really didn't have much for it. Whimsicott being grass type really ruins the Rage Powder redirect, and obviously the inner focus, I can't flinch you with Fake Out. So that makes it really hard for me to do anything in that scenario.
Yeah, that's a good. I saw inner focus on the horse when I was prepping, but I was like, I don't know. I thought the beat up with the stamina strategy would be more fun. So
it is more fun, but I was like, in this matchup, it's just a bit.
Yeah, probably should have did that. Justin, I'm gonna take some credit. I think my prep team maybe wasn't the greatest thing. I mean, Encore kind of did you dirty regardless. I don't know if I would have brought Encore and Whimsicott, but
I feel like that one's a little more, I would say, niche. Not niche, but it's not something I've seen often and that we've used often. I think I tried to use Encore once, and that was about it. But
with no max, it's gonna be really, really fun this season.
For you, let's qualify this for a second. For you.
Yeah, for me. It's gonna be very fun.
You got it over and done with, Justin.
Yeah, week 1 over and over, gone.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I seemingly cannot beat Wex anymore. I started off really strong, but
you wasted it all in season 2.
Yeah, it seems.
If it was, I would take that. Honestly, you have a chip. I don't.
Yeah, but now I'm literally at the bottom of the leaderboard. I'm in the.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Are you dead last? Surely
no,
not.
I'm tied dead
Gummy,
last.
Gummy.
Yeah, you got.
I have some company, unfortunately, but.
I did live. Was it game 2 or game 1 where I lived on 2 HP with Whimsicott?
Oh yeah, the ice beam.
Did you have special defense investment or?
No,
HP?
I was HP. I was fully HP and I was physically defensive.
Oh my! That makes me feel even more. It probably
well, that's another thing. I apologize for. I think I had max speed and special attack Whimsicott, and special attack is fine. I feel that was somewhat of a safe assumption. I don't know why I had any speed into Whimsicott because it just didn't against you see a trick room team. I probably should have brought bulky Whimsicott against you in prep, which I didn't. So that was another thing that I apologize for as well. That was pretty bad.
Probably should have just put more damage on the Fake Out from Ensign, because once I knew that you had all 4 moves were not protect, it's a free Fake Out, and then if I'm able to do enough damage with the Fake Out, I
Oh yeah, you probably would
kill
have.
there. If I kill Whimsicott there on that turn, I think I win that game. But game 3, I probably would have tried to go. I probably would have tried to go Trick Room because I mean I can't.
And
rely on that.
I was just looking up like near the end of like on the very very last turn like what would do more damage, and I come back and Justin turns on timer. I'm like, wait, what?
No, yeah, I was just like, there's really no point to think about this one because it's
I was
like you just click a button and I'm dead. You know?
I was just trying to think like I was like, okay, well, what can he do if Ice Beam? Ice Beam probably doesn't kill me. I was like, so surely he goes for that. I was like, I don't know what. Like I was like, like you're probably gonna play for differential at this point.
Yeah, that's my only play. Like I can't just go for Ice Beam into Vish and like be like, okay, well, hopefully I get a freeze and he stays frozen and then Entei misses or by some stroke of luck I don't die, but it's Inteleon. So
I mean, if you didn't do that, I mean, I could have been top.
What were our predictions for this game? I think I picked UX, right?
Yeah, I said 2-1. You said 2-1. Justin said 2-0 him, I think.
How we're all wrong.
Justin said, yeah, we're all wrong. I wasn't that confident going in. I'm not gonna lie, but oh well.
Literally just Encore Whimsicott, I think, won you. Yeah. It won you game 1 at least, and then living game 2 was unfortunate for Justin.
You had so many.
With no Trick Room. See, that was the thing, Justin. Once you got dicked by Tailwind when you didn't have Trick Room. So, like, I think game 2 you really should have went with Trick Room.
No, but, like, then my Trick Room mode gets absolutely screwed over by Entei. And there's no way
what was your move? What was your moveset on Caparaja?
I deleted this. I don't know.
Well,
it was protect. I think.
If you're sheer force life orb with a ground move.
Weakness policy.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Sheer force life orb, a ground move. And I think it gets high horsepower. Like that kills Entei like on site. Like I don't know.
I think the only thing that I probably could have ran in that case would have been Mudstale. But still, you're probably slower.
It's like speed tie, I think.
No, you're slower if you're min speed.
I think you're 30 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm 30. Is Mudstale 35?
Yeah.
I think 35.
Gotcha.
I think maybe what was your Dusclops maybe should have had like a Will-O-Wisp as well. That could have been cool in Trick Room. Yeah, I don't know. I feel
There's a bunch of things I probably could have done and should have done, but I was leaning more on the
hindsight. Yeah, hindsight 2020. I love the Tangrowth set, but it just didn't.
I mean the Rocky helmet with the Leaf Seed, and then
I was worried about that at some point.
Just the redirect to keep the attacks from hitting whatever's next to it. But I thought that was going to be pretty vital, especially if you came with Cobalion. Yeah. If you didn't bring Entei, I think I would have won this. But...
Yeah, if I didn't bring Entei, like Entei works really well on my team. I know me and Kev talked about having. I said I wanted Chandelure, but in the end I wanted Entei, and it just beat an Intimidate team, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah,
my team's fairly physical, but I'm happy.
Like people say, like Entei is more of a physical mon, but like. That Eruption and Heat Wave stab is really, really good.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it gets good coverage as well. Like it gets.
I ran Scorching Sands.
Scorching Sands, yeah. I had Scorching Sands. I had Protect because I didn't run.
Shadow Ball for Dusclops as well.
I mean, that probably would do maybe 30, maybe.
Yeah, it did 40, I think. In when I calculated, it was 39 to 42 or something like that. It was just in case I was low health sort of thing.
Yeah, I think on another day this battle obviously could go a different way, but I just think Whimsicott Entei was too good this week for sure.
Yeah, I think I used up all my luck in the other leagues, so I mean I got a 6-0, so I guess it's worth it. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. All right.
I think that's enough for this game. I think we move on to Mao versus Rooster. I didn't actually catch this game, so who did? Justin, you probably did.
Where are my notes for this one? Oh, so very weird team brought by Rooster this week. You know, he brought the Urshifu but didn't use it at all, which is fair. I mean, Mao has a Storm Draymond as usual. Which,
wouldn't be a now team without it.
yeah, he's got 2 Flyers as well, and a Fairy Clefable. So Urshifu didn't have the great matchup this week. And Rooster went down to the C tiers for offense this week. I think Piloswine and Haunter got every kill the first game.
Haunter's pretty high on the kill leaderboard.
Yeah,
sure,
bro, Sludge Bomb Haunter did a lot of damage this week. A lot of damage, and the Raichu support was really good. Like,
I just want to mention the nickname for Raichu. I hate and love at the same time.
I'm looking at it now for the first time. I just see
Raichu.
Oh, Haunter.
Pain. But the Nuzzle support with Raichu and a lot of para hacks won Rooster. I think most of the I don't think it came
doing damage. Jeez.
Yeah, Focus Sash Haunter was good. It lived a hit and was able to get these sludge bombs off. I think it Shadow Ball as well. It clicked Shadow Ball maybe at some point. I forget. But
now with the Nintendo nicknames, by the looks of it.
And the Ice Shard physical thick fat Piloswine was really good this week as well. Did some big things in the Mal's team. Mal used Draudigon, which is another ice type weakness compared to next to Moltres and Crobat.
Magma Storm's a nice one.
Yeah, bro. Heatwave kind of destroyed Rooster Game 2. He tried and click buttons that game. I can't even lie. It was
Magma Storm, that's nice. I like that.
The spread coverage on those front 2 Mons between Moltres' signature move and Heatran's Heatwave was really dangerous. Really dangerous. But this game was, I think I got this game, I called it pretty correctly. I mean, Rooster's games always go 3 sets, man.
Yeah, true. We should have seen that coming.
And he just adjusts well, man. Like the 2-1 victory is just a staple for Rooster at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got a lot of para hacks, I think, throughout, and the para speed control was really good. Like Raichu's support this week was pretty good, but I just had to rely on his C tiers, and it was really good because Urshifu had a terrible matchup, and the one game he brought Celesteela, it got popped by a heat wave, man. Absolutely wrecked by a heat wave. So we haven't seen we've seen the full potential of Rooster's lower Mons already, which is kind of cool.
I mean, Steela's is a tiny bit weaker out of Max, of course, but
still a threat.
It's still gonna be a big threat this season. It probably doesn't like running weakness policy as much as it used to last season, but he probably still runs it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll see. Next, I mean, it's kind of hard to run weakness policy on a Mon that doesn't have if you don't want to you have to reliably proc it yourself because especially next to Raichu, it only has 1 weakness. So it's interesting. We'll see what he does with it. But the Raichu supporting it's gonna be a threat.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a threat.
It's a really nice so unrelated for some reason Rooster lived on 1% HP but didn't set off his focus sash.
So the damage never had a chance to kill, but it had the chance to bring it down to 1. That's pretty cool.
I used Heat Wave. It did 99%.
That's
kind of funny.
Yeah.
I just noticed it.
Well, it wasn't Sash. Haunter was Sash.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
That's what somehow.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying it didn't proc a Sash, even though it had it. Yeah, I know. I thought you were insinuating that it had it, but it just didn't proc it because That's what I was.
But yeah, it was a good game.
For sure.
A lot of good games this week. Especially towards the start of the week. First couple of games are wild.
For sure.
We'll get to them in a minute though, but I think it's about not sad for this game. There you go.
Anything to add?
Oh man, no, I really got nothing. If I'm being honest, it looks pretty good from Rooster. I mean, Mao tried his best, but at the end of the day, Destiny Bond will prevail.
That was a good tech in Game 3.
Yeah.
I think Rooster still had it, but it was a cool way to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on the moveset from Crook. because Crook was still alive with less than 50%. If Mao predicted Destiny Bond coming out of the Haunter, which is something that maybe you could have done, and you do a single target move onto my next one, I think it was Raichu.
It was Raichu, yeah.
Which, I mean, it did live in Earth Power from Heatran, so I mean, maybe it has some Spadef invest, but if you are able to just single target KO that, and then you use Fiery Wrath, and then hopefully live, something, I think that's probably maybe a better play, but at that point, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe if he takes out the Raichu, and like the Destiny Bond doesn't go off, and then it's probably still active, right? So then
no, the next turn it goes away.
So then
and it fails the next turn. Like you can't just keep spamming.
Yeah, I mean, Crocodile, you single target Crocodile because I don't think a Fiery Wrath would kill it at a little below 50.
Well, you do Fiery Wrath just to get rid of Haunter. And then hopefully, if Crocodile...
I think you can click Destiny Bond multiple times in a row.
Can you?
I think you can.
That sounds stupidly broken.
Yeah, you can click it multiple times in a row. So
I thought it would fail.
No. So I think you chip down the Crook again, maybe take a Sludge Bomb, and then you Fiery Wrath and knock out both. Could have been a win con, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to read Destiny Bond in a Game 3 scenario when you haven't seen it yet. So it was just good brain.
I really hope you didn't just gaslight me into believing that Destiny Bond works multiple times in a row.
No, it does. It definitely does.
You can just
probably do. I don't really remember anyone seeing it fail, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can. It just depends whether you go first or second. Does it last the next turn or not?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't last the next turn. I don't think. But it would have went further.
If you go last,
if you go last, it lasts the next turn for sure.
It goes until you go again, I think.
Yeah. So, slow. Obviously, fast Destiny Bond is good because you get it off before the other person attacks you. But slow Destiny Bond is underrated because then you can't really target that mon the next turn. So
do what it wants.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. We can. I think we can move on now into Ryder versus Gummy. This was an interesting match. The type matchups in this game were pretty cool. So much so that Ryder didn't even bring a Spectrier.
I mean, you see the Urshifu in your
yeah.
Like going into a gunfight with a knife, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and Eliki with the speed control, it's Eliki being faster. You see Urshifu, you're just no Spectre this week, and it worked for him. This match, I looked at the game 1 match, even the game 2 match. Really, the only support move clicked between both trainers was protect. Was
Oh, was it?
Not as every move was offense. Game 1. Game 1, he clicked wide guard.
Oh, you're talking about game 1 now.
Yeah, game 1. Game 1. The only support move was protect. It was just all out offense. And some resist berries here and there, like Sylveon. I think Babiri Berry Sylveon was quite obvious. Actually, was it? I mean, he brought it for Aggron, which is pretty interesting.
They're just very Gallade.
I mean, Gummy did click Crunch into a justified Gallade.
Yeah, and then he switched it out. Yeah, but then Ryder switched it out and brought in Salamence. Scarf Salamence with Earthquake did a lot of damage in both games.
Oh god, yawning.
I'm yawning too. Fuck you.
I was kind of surprised not to see no Ice Beam on Space.
Gummy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Nidoqueen had it, but I don't know if it got to use it.
I was
and
when I saw Shadow Ball, I was like, what?
He had a Sneasel as well. So he did.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, I don't know. This one's kind of. There's not much to talk about other than it was just kind of hyper offense. And Scarf Salamence outsped Eliki, which was cool.
It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know what Gummy's investment was, but I mean, technically he didn't need any investment because normal Eliki outspeeds Spectrier. I don't know if it outspeeds. It probably outspeeds a Selgor, to be honest.
I mean, if you look at Ryder's nicknames, like nice specs, and it kind of. It's towards having specs, and then he runs physical.
Yeah. So, Yeah, the choice band earthquake or choice scarf earthquakes were doing damage. Gummy did bring a lot of. I mean, he had Eliki, Nidoqueen, Aggron.
One thing I do want to point out is the wide guard usage by Gallade to avoid damage from earthquake and the hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't seen that before, and maybe it's because I have a small brain, but I didn't know that would work like that. So.
Yeah, and it was also there. Like I think it was mostly there. I guess it was there for that coverage as well. But I mean, the Eliki Electro Web thread is always real. So great bring.
There's not much else to talk about this game. This game is kind of just offensive. Apart from the white guard, there's not really much else to talk about.
Yeah, Ryder just put himself in better situations and got the just. I don't know. Just.
I mean, listen, Gummy, you brought 3 mods game through 2 with a very, very obvious ground weakness. It's GG. GG.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, he didn't know Mence was Scarf until game 2. Like when that earthquake came off, that Scarf earthquake came off in front of Eliki and one shot. It was pretty wild. It's good bringing on Ryder's end. That is all I can say.
That's fair.
All right, well,
what
I think that ends that.
No. What are you saying, Wax?
I was in my head thinking, what item did he run on Eliki? Magnet or some shit?
He might have been Clay. I think he set up a light screen.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay, that's fair. But
Yeah.
I think we can move on. To Will versus Quartz.
This is an arguable game of the week candidate. We kind of overlooked this by our own bias when we saw you two playing, but you know, Will and Quartz is always a good matchup.
I mean, arguably should have been game of the week because obviously I'm not good. So
probably the closest game of the week. Like,
yeah, for sure the closest game of the week. It would have been a great game of the week.
One turn honest. In it.
Yeah, the game 3 came down to one turn of Tailwind, which is very sad because I think you both said 2-1 Will. Or no, Justin said 2-0, I think, actually.
Let me see. Will and Quartz. Yeah, Justin said 2-0, I said 2-1, and then you said 2-1 Quartz.
Like, literally, between me and you, X, we were one turn of Tailwind away from getting all those points on the...
2 points or no points.
Yeah, very sad. But
games from Will were also very funny.
Yeah, Will gave a shout out to Justin with the if she ain't 280.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if that applies anymore. What we heard earlier, but
that's
in the behind the scenes. That's in the behind the scenes for this episode.
But yeah, my notes. I wrote down some things after watching it. For the podcast. Bro, Salazzle was a problem game 1. An absolute problem. Like fairies,
a true menace to society.
Yeah, the sludge bombs were doing damage into like Gardevoir, Serena, Finny. Those sludge bombs did damage, and the Scizor was brought, but like it's a Salazzle with what's its speed? 117 clicking Heat Wave. Salazzle was a problem for Quartz. I think it swept the entire first game. I think Will won 4-0.
Quartz have any ground? No, he didn't have any ground moves, did he?
I don't know. His only ground coverage is like Earth Power Hydreigon and Earthquake Drapion and Steelix. He didn't even bring.
Hydreigon or Hydreigon?
I say Hydreigon.
I say Hydreigon.
You said Hydreigon.
Well, I would, if I was to pronounce it correctly, I would say Hydreigon. I think, but I don't know. Who knows?
Not me. Clearly not.
Yeah, clearly not us. Pronunciations of these things are always suspect.
Yeah, how do you say Naganadel?
Naganadel, the same. Naganadel, you know, it's Naganadel. We stick by Naganadel.
Naganadel, Ray.
No, God no. Not nicknaming it that.
I will always know it as that.
But yeah, I think the first game ended 4-0, right? Can someone correct me if I'm wrong?
Sweep. Yeah, it was a sweep.
Yeah, the Salazzle sweep, man. It was huge damage. But Quartz adjusted game 2. He went T-Flame Serena, got the free Tailwind up, and a Zen Headbutt one-shot the Salazzle.
Zen Headbutt was nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty frail mon. it's a pretty frail mon, and Serena has a pretty good attack stat, so made sense. And once Salazzle was gone, his Scizor and Tapu Fini in the back kind of just cleaned up. Like they didn't have to worry about the Salazzle. And
well, I mean, the Scizor didn't really clean up because it got low kicked and then close combated.
That bullet punch into Terrakion, if it wasn't Babiri Berry, it would have one shot.
Yeah, it did like what?
It did 61% with a Babiri Berry, which is kind of wild.
That's pretty fun.
I mean, it gets Technician boosted and it's stab, but it is a 40 base power move at the end of the day. So I think that was pretty wild, that damage. But yeah, the fairy coverage and Tapu Fini really I said Scizor because it was like late and didn't have to worry about the fire move anymore, but Fini really cleaned up at the end.
Yeah, Fini was Astro Berry on Salazzle was nice. If that would have been revealed there, it would have been pretty.
That Comfey's name is just one snip.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man. Hey, you got some shouts out there.
I did.
And then game 3 was really wild. That end game was pretty cool. I think Will's prep won him game 3. He had brought Ally Switch Comfey, which stalled the turn of Tailwind for Terrakion, and he had some good items like some resist berries that just stalled turns for him, stayed alive a little longer, and that last turn of Tailwind ended. And the Terrakion outsped Fini and it was Poison Jab, right? Terrakion brought Poison Jab?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a good bring. It was just good prep on that part. Like, the Tailwind, you could say it's unfortunate for Quartz that his Tailwind ended right there, but Will stalled it effectively and put it in Terrakion's face. Yeah, the Ally Switch was huge. Fucking Ally Switch, man. I hate saying that was a big bring, but it was. Like,
he didn't use it before that, did he? That was the first time he clicked.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it didn't come in game 1 or 2, so
yeah.
Semi clicked it, so
that's so toxic. You bring Comfey game 3 and it clicks fucking Ally Switch and wins you the game. God, I hate this format sometimes.
Ally Switch. We can wait for next game for the person who has about 67 Ally Switch mons.
Yeah, my friend and enemy this week, Harrison.
Oh. Do you guys have anything else to talk about for this matchup, other than it was probably the closest game this week?
No. I look forward to more Will and Quartz bouts in the future. That was a good game.
Both teams look like contenders this season for sure.
Yeah, both have good teams for sure. Salazzle's a demon, man. If it gets the right matchup, whew.
Yeah.
I think it gets Fake Out too. I didn't know it got Fake Out.
Was that?
Yeah, I think Will clicked Fake Out with it game 1.
Oh my god, he did.
Yeah, Salazzle gets Fake Out too, which is kind of... That's probably the fastest Fake Out mon in the format. Is it not?
No, Weeva's surely faster.
Oh, he's got both of them, so you know.
I mean, I think Rooster actually mentioned it in the chat a while back, but I can technically run Fling King's Rock. That has I'm pretty sure that's 100% flinch. Actually thought about running it, but no. But technically I have a Fake Out mon as well. High tier, but I probably won't run it for a while. Justin, anything else said?
What?
Is it anything else, Dad?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay, I think we can move on to next game.
My lovely. I'm kind of pissed that you guys both backed me 2-0. You're not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to back myself 2-0.
You're not supposed to do that.
Like, honestly, if I gave an accurate prediction, I would not have said 2-0 myself. So like the fact that you two both said 2-0 makes me really sad because I actually pulled it off, but I didn't benefit from it in the predictions table. So
yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, is that a helicopter right here? Can you hear that?
ADHD just increased in like realistically speaking, helicopter. Ooh, pretty flying.
Did you hear that? Did you hear it in the mic?
No, we don't hear it.
Oh, now I sound really stupid. It was really loud.
Flying car. Ooh.
No, I mean, we can talk about Kev's match.
Yeah, we can talk about it from your standpoint. Prep did not go well.
No, so what was really doing a lot of work here? I mean, Neoliga was doing a good amount of work, and Noivern not so much. But I
the
mean,
red
before that,
ice,
I was
the red ice bring was clutch for me. When I saw Noivern in the back game 1, I was like, all right, we're vibing.
yeah. So when you started off, you were leading Naganadel and Togetic, and you throw an Ice Beam on Porygon, and
It was good. I actually changed the EVs in Naganadel so that my special defense was higher, so you would get an attack boost. I did actually do that, but I still don't. I bet you Ice Beam would have still maybe one shot.
Yeah. So like what was happening was because what was it? Your special defense was the lowest thing. that you
Yeah,
had.
so you would get
My special attack was
Well, that's
rising.
what I meant, yeah.
So it's essentially just busted at that point.
Yeah, so the Ice Beam.
The
into-
Eviolite Porygon 2 was getting a special attack boost for its Stab, Tri Attack, and Ice Beam. It was wonderful. Running
It was-
Recover and Trick Room, and it was honestly just not dying and winning like a lot of the late game scenarios.
And it still wasn't dying, but when you get that crit.
Yeah, so what was happening initially was I was using Porygon and I was taking about, what was it, like 68, 67% from close combat?
It was doing about like 70% consistently.
Yeah, or just under sometimes. And I was able to like maybe put up a Trick Room, and then at that point, if it's matched with like Musharna next to it or a Metagross, you can just Zen Headbutt as long as you don't try to click Protect. And Porygon was just going ham. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah, if you got rid of him, if Hitmonlee was gone, Porygon kind of wrecked me. I can't lie.
Yeah, so if I'm looking at this right here, if Musharna instead of Shadow Balling into the Cofagrigus, if it just did that into Hitmonlee, he would have had a much better chance, because now it's Cofagrigus at full health against Regice at full health, and Regice does absolutely no damage. And then you have a Porygon coming in next to a Musharna, who's able to just chip away at the Regice without doing super effective damage, because you were running weakness policy and you had really nothing for this at this point. I mean, you had Hammer Arm, I think you were running.
Yeah, if I got
that was only doing 20,
No,
24.
I switched it to Focus Blast. I went special, and
Okay.
if I got off a weakness policy and got to land a Focus Blast, it would probably do like 50, maybe. So
Yeah, if you're lucky.
yeah, and I think it undersped me in Trick Room. So if Trick Room's up, like it's just gonna get off the recover. Like recover spam is not fun with Porygon with its bulk. And like you said, if it got a special attack boost, that thing is busted. It's so busted. So like,
Yeah, no, I mean, realistically, you shouldn't have won game 1, but I mean,
see, I think
because you don't win the end game with Cofagrigus, and like if Porygon 2 lives, you don't win that end game because Cofagrigus can't really. I mean, the body press, sure, but Porygon's faster, so he can click recover, and he said he was running recover, so he would have.
yeah,
And there's no way he was going to be able to hit Regice for super effective damage at that point. So you're just kind of screwed if that was the case. But it wasn't.
yeah,
Unfortunately.
I would have needed like a ice beam freeze or something.
No,
Like
that crit won you the game. If you didn't get it, you lost. That's the position you're in, because Porygon 2 is just doing that much, work, especially in prep. And then game 2, I mean,
well, did he set up Trick Room?
No.
in game
No.
1,
So, like, I would have still did a ton of damage. I think it would have been at, like, 30%. I think I could have hit it twice before it got off a Trick Room or a Recover or anything. So Trick Room wasn't up, so Recover wasn't free. And Noivern wasn't in the back. So, like, I think Regice wins late game with Noivern there. If I just double target the...
well, he wasn't clicking Trick Room.
Exactly, so
he would have been faster than the Cofagrigus. Because you didn't click Trick Room.
No, I think it's faster. I mean, it's slower.
Cofagrigus is slow as hell, yeah. No, Porygon 2 is
yeah. It's actually only 60 speed.
Yeah, like...
For some reason, I swear you were underspeeding me
No.
in prep, but...
No.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been at 30. If I land a Focus Blast, I don't know how much that does. I would have clicked it. We would have tested the odds.
Is Regice faster than Porygon?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, roll the dice. Let it be where it may.
Yeah.
Did
So if I got
Harrison ever?
Harrison did
that's
a
it.
calc for close combat. I don't. It didn't match spoilers.
Did he ever reveal what set he ran on Metagross? Because did he?
Yeah, he was choice band Earthquake.
Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say he just clicked Earthquake.
Yeah, he was choice band Earthquake.
No, that makes sense.
He was. I guess that was the strat next to telepathy Musharna.
Telepathy,
but I think I handled it quite decently. It did a ton of damage still. Don't get me wrong, but I still got off a huge. Brad, the freaking. It lived on like 3 from the high horsepower choice band, which is unfortunate. But then the next time it did even less, so I don't think I ever had a chance to kill. I had a chance to kill it when I was prepping with Justin. It was a roll, but I did kill it once or twice. So
Telepathy just got me thinking, on Quartz's team, he can just click Discharge or Healer Risk, and he can just sit there and just be like, what up?
you can click, what's the spread move that heals you? That Heliolisk gets.
What is it called? Anyway.
Parabolic charge.
Yeah.
Spread move that heals.
That just popped in my head, and I was like, wait a second.
No.
Like, damn.
Wait, hold on, time out. Okay, so this is just a little background to what happened before the podcast was live. So I sent a message to this girl through Tinder, right? And she had like if you don't like Mac Miller, swipe left or whatever. And I swipe right, obviously, because I don't give a shit. No one tells me what to do. So I start off with this banger of an opening line. I say, and I quote, "I don't listen to Max Miller. Ain't he dead or something?" And she actually responded. She said, yeah, he dead or something. It's Mac."
At least she didn't like.
No, at least she wasn't just like super triggered. She was just like rolling with it.
Maybe you're in there, bro.
Maybe. I mean, I'm in there. So someone else sent me a message. So I said, so in her bio, she said, and after this, we'll go back to Pokemon, obviously. She said, for her job location, it says landscaper at your mom. So I was like, all right, since you're landscaping my mom, I think it's only right to let you know I'm roofing your dad. So but listen, she liked it and she just sent me her number immediately. So
her dad's?
I mean, I guess we're in there.
Maybe it's her dad's number.
Maybe Justin doesn't need just one sniff anymore. He's
maybe. All right, back to Pokemon. What were we talking about? Kev got a lucky win on the game 1, and then
No.
Awesome.
I think
let's move on.
No. I think that the game 1 was still winnable because Trick Room wasn't up, but it is.
No. It was not.
It is. Like,
did he have ally switch? Did he have ally switch on Musharna?
I don't know. He didn't. Musharna was dead. I think it was.
No, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. Game 1? No.
Oh yeah, I doubled it. Oh wait, I definitely doubled it with like I forget. Wait, I need to watch this back now.
You definitely didn't double it because I'm looking at it right now, and you're very wrong. What he did was he shadow balled
on the crit.
Game 1.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about that point then. I'm talking about before that. So, Metagross went down to a throat chop from Hitmonlee, and then Musharna's up, took a Shadow Ball to the mid piece, ate it like a boss, and then Shadow Balled into Kofagrigus, which was a mistake because he should have Shadow Balled in Hitmonlee, which is what I was trying to say. Now, okay, he's at 55% with Musharna.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
okay. And it's Porygon 2 against Regice, and then full health Kofagrigus. So, I mean, at that point, you're winning. That he's winning that end game.
All right, so listen, I do like 70% of this thing, right? I don't know. I need to know. I don't know what he was clicking there. Probably Trick Room. I don't know.
Try attack, could be.
I guess you need to know what he was clicking there to know if I lose or not. If he sets up Trick Room, I lose, for sure.
Well, I don't know why he set up Trick Room at this point because in the back he has
Noivern. So he probably attacked. Therefore, body press from Kofagrigus that turn, I double targeted.
Oh.
I double targeted the Porygon, but it hit the Musharna because I killed it with the crit. So I double targeted. If he attacked, no, yeah, I would. If he set up Trick Room, he goes last anyway. So I totally would have killed it. And then
I don't think I really don't think you're understanding what's going on here. I'm saying Hitmonlee at this point, theoretically, if he Shadow Balled into Hitmonlee...
Yeah, but he didn't! So...
Okay.
I know. I'm going... Oh my god. Are you listening to what I'm saying, or are you just in your little bubble? That's not what I'm fucking saying. What I'm saying is, Hitmonlee is gone in this theoretical situation. That's
your
how
theoretical situation doesn't matter because it didn't happen.
Oh my fucking... I was just talking, my guy. Like,
but it doesn't make sense.
And theoretically, you should have won.
Don't like the way mom and dad fight.
Theoretically, I did. So
theoretically, you got a high roll crit, and you were super fucking lucky.
It was like a mid roll crit.
What are you fucking talking about?
Like mom and dad fight you guys.
Yeah, the crit had a 68% chance to kill. So it was like a mid. I could have got a mid roll, and it still could have killed. So
I'm just looking at my water right now, and there's like specks from the fucking filter. I fucking hate this. I'm gonna get fucking sick from it.
Anyway, we can move on. Caught the 2-0. The game 2, Harrison was triggered, and we just caught the next. Well, what we got next? Who is next on the schedule?
We have Riolu versus Ryan. Ryan's first game in the league.
Yeah, that was exciting. I was really excited.
He did better than I thought he would.
Yeah, I think some of the things he brought are still questionable. Like, I don't know. He was like,
if you say that move, I'm kicking you. There's one move that is not questionable. It was the best thing that's ever happened in this league.
Yeah, someone finally brought Stealth Rocks in front of a mon that was 4 times Beat the Rock. We love to see it.
The Surf, I feel like the Surf. I don't know if he EV'd the Surf to do the right damage. Sure. I don't know. 50%. That's too much.
Yeah, it definitely is too much. I talked to him after the match, and he said he didn't like how much it did. I think he said that he ran like negative special attack, like minus nature, 0 EVs.
The
only way to but you kind of have to run like max speed, and he kind of ran split attack, which it's kind of cool for the stack attacker, like if you run Earth Power. But like you should have I think he should have like just fully invested into one of them, and then and he was running like Stone Edge instead of Rock Slide. He got a couple Stone Edge misses, so definitely some things to work on. But great showing. Yeah, man brought Ally Switch in his first game.
A lot of nice predictions all around, though. To be honest, like some protects from Riolu. Burn Up was a move.
And dude ran belly drum Greedent in front of him. He took advantage. He took advantage of Ryan's first game, and ran belly drum Greedent next to Volcarona. I think anyone that's more familiar with that strategy would be a lot better against it. But it's good for Ryan to see that kind of stuff, or like see the texts and stuff that are possible. So. No, overall good showing for sure.
Yeah. I'm watching the fucking Stealth Rock again. Yeah. It's funny.
Awesome. Still, I'm trying to look for it. Is it game 2 or 3?
Who did it? Bronzong or Runerigus?
Bronzong.
Legend.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Bronzong Runerigus, like Trick Room stuff was cool as well.
Yeah.
He was like running Earthquake Runerigus next to Levitate Bronzong. It was I kind of liked it. That Trick Room combination was kind of cool.
The only thing is, if you run that against like a strong Dark type, that shit ain't working.
Yeah, don't do that in front of Gummies or Shifu. That's for sure.
I just wanted to mention, I think it's really cool that Quagsire is able to somehow pick up Levitate.
Oh, because
that was really nice.
The
Wandering Spirit.
Yeah, the Wandering Spirit ability changes were really fun to watch. It's definitely a cool ability.
Levitate and then he lives.
Yeah, definitely a cool ability.
And
how that mechanic worked, because it lived there a while. It took some hits, so like the abilities were swapping all over the place. It was pretty fun. But yeah, Riolu caught the 2. Despite winning the first game, Ryan did suffer his first loss in his first VGC match. but I expect
It was a
more
really
fun
good showing though.
Yeah, he's got Will next week, so he's got his work cut out for him. But
Yeah, sure.
we shall. I expect a good match for sure.
There's not much else other than this game, but Riolu did have a good showing. I know he lost game 1, but game 2 and 3.
He bounced back pretty well. It was fun to see.
Yeah, game 2 and 3 were pretty nice. So it was a great way to kick off first game of the season. So it was a great way to kick off all around.
Of course, Stealth Rocks kick off the season. What more can we ask for? To be honest.
I think we can move on to this is the last game now of the week. In the middle of the week, Griffin against Germ. I was talking to Germ yesterday, and he wasn't too happy with how he showed. But I actually didn't see it much of this game, and I think Justin, you said you watched it.
Yeah. So honestly, it just looked like a clinic from the boy. It was Germ was in the mud.
Oh yeah.
Game two was a clinic. Game 1 was really close.
I think this was Lando psychic game.
Yeah,
Jeez,
the Halucha stuff in game 2 was actually kind of dirty. It got the Unburden proc from Electric Seed. It got the defense boost from the Electric Seed, and it got off a Swords Dance, which +1 defense, +2 speed, +2 attack. Halucha, I'll pass. Like I don't want to see that in front of me. that was scary.
Sludge Wave just kills fairies. Note to self.
Yeah, dude, that's one of the things I wrote down for this match. Lando's coverage, wild.
Jesus.
That's special. That's behind that and Caparaja are definitely the best 2 sheer force attacking mons in this format. Landers is probably better, but in Trick Room, I don't want to see Caparaja either. Yeah. But Landorus' coverage, scary mod. I think he's gonna be doing damage.
Like we said last week, like that he didn't have a steel or a poison type, and I think Griffin just went, "You mean by that?" Brought Lando just wipes out half his fairies.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a poison or steel type into this mainly fairy team, and Lando was able to cover it.
Lando's like, "Nah, I got this. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Pull my life orb real quick.
Yeah, literally. The Nido King did get a quick ice beam off. It didn't last too long, game 1, and it put Germ in a really good spot. But Germ got the para hack. Like he was getting para. Germ loves para hacks, but he just doesn't get the full paras, man. Like 1 or 2 full para here and there, and I think Germ might have won game 1. Might have won game 1. It would have been.
There you go.
It would have been. Yeah, thanks. Just getting there in the end. Like I say every week, English is hard.
English gets more harder every week.
The first game, the late Shadow Sneak into, I think it was, who was sitting there? Galissapod was questionable. It didn't kill, and it still had Mimikyu still had its disguise. So I think if you kill the Galissapod there, you take a disguise hit. You take the breaking of the disguise from Raichu. Dude, maybe an offensive Mimikyu? I think maybe a Shadow Sneak knocks out this Raichu. I think Germ could have won game 1 if just certain things went his way and he maybe played that last 2 turns a bit differently. So definitely something to learn from. But this is a tough matchup. I mean, Germ's got a good team this year, man. Like you said, you both said, it's definitely Germ's best drafted team he's ever had. So I mean,
Griffin's.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Griffin looking like a fucking threat. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the teams in this league look like a threat this season, so it'll be really interesting to see how it all plays out. But yeah, that was. Unless you guys have anything else to say, that was week 1. Any comments?
Good first week for everybody. I'm glad everyone was able to play their matches on time, and
even more excited for week 2.
I think now we should hop into the week 2 previews. Start pumping these out real quick. So the first preview that we're gonna do here is we're gonna look at Mao versus Wex.
Ooh.
Wex, what are you doing for this match?
Yeah, have you looked at it yet? I doubt you've looked at it yet.
No, I haven't. I'm literally typing in his team now. What is Mao's team? Have I seen the Moltres team?
No, yeah, Chicago White Swadloon.
Also, just side note, there is a missing mon on the dock for Quartz's team in the B tier. I don't know who the fourth one is.
Refresh your page. It's fine.
Refresh. Oh, were you clicking around and fucked up?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He did a Kev. Just clicking around on.
Drapion. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So Craig malfunctioned, and you have to redo that bit again. So we were just talking about me versus Mel. Luckily, we didn't cut off too much. So, yeah. Overall, me versus Mel. He does have Crobat, which is a nice tailwind setter for him. It's probably the fast tailwind setter in the format, like naturally without Prankster. Moltres is gonna be a fun one. I don't see myself running Eruption, if I'm being honest, with Heatran just sitting there. Overall, I like Fish here. I mean, a lot of things. Cobalian's pretty nice.
You just gotta watch the Storm Drain, man. And Vish can go crazy.
Yeah. I have a lot of things I can do here. I'm sure Mao does as well. So it's gonna be a pretty nice matchup.
You gotta watch out for that Jinx though. That Jinx is deadly.
Yeah. And Jinx hasn't done great against me in the past. I think I've beaten Jinx every time I faced it.
Yeah, I mean, fake out lovely kiss. I mean, that's just in and of itself is probably enough to.
I thought you said make out for a second, and I was like,
no.
I mean,
just again, let his personal life take over for a few minutes.
Anyway,
I can definitely see him running something like, and if it is Jinx Crobat lead, fake out into Whimsicott, and Crobat up to set up a tailwind, I can see that obviously coming.
I mean, you do have Tailwind yourself, so pretty reliable Tailwind at that. So,
but even then, like he gets Tailwind up, then I have to set up another Tailwind, so then he can just kill the Whimsicott. Then that's probably one of his plans he's thinking of. Storm Drain. It's a Mao team. Storm Drain. So watch out for that. Walrein isn't too bad either. It's pretty nice.
Moltres is interesting this week.
Yeah.
It ignores Prankster, which is good. It has it also can one-shot Whimsicott if you're not sashed.
I can't encore into Oblivion. This week.
Not.
But I can encore some things, like I can encore Tailwind with Crobat and shit like that. But I'm not sure what I'm going to run this week. Haven't really looked at it too heavily. I'm sure it's going to be a fun matchup. Actually, I forgot to set a timer for this part of the podcast, but we roll. Don't know how long we've been talking. But yeah. How do you? I'm gonna stick with my usual prediction. I'm gonna say 2-1 me.
Are you writing it down, Wax? I can write down.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. I am. I'm writing it down.
All right. I think you said prior, you have a pretty good record against Mal.
Yeah.
I do like your matchup a bit better, I think. So I'm gonna agree with you and be boring and say 2-1 you.
Alright, ready for my in-depth analysis of this matchup?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Big Brain.
Here we go.
We got Big Brain Justin right now. Oh boy.
So Big Brain Justin says, button clicker go burr, button clicker win, 2-0x.
Ooh.
Lots of faith in me.
Yeah, so you better not disappoint or I'll be upset.
Okay, so this is where everyone clips it, and this is where everyone tags us next week saying, "Oh, you were wrong." Yeah, we get it. We're wrong. I write a lot of times on this fucking podcast. Okay. But other than that, I'm not gonna say much else because I don't want to reveal too much. There's a lot of stuff I can do. A lot of stuff Matt can do. It's gonna be pretty tight. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't say that. So pause moments here. Moving on. Next up we have. Who is next? It is Quartz and Justin. So Justin, if you want to take it away, you can.
Yeah, sure. This doesn't look too great for the boy, if I'm being honest. I'm not really a fan of this one. But in all actuality, I'm having to face another Tailwind setter, which is rough, and there's nothing I can do about what nothing I can do with the fake out to stop it.
Yeah, if Serena's there.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
What I could see again is another fucking Whimsicott scenario when he brings out Cottony, and I'm just fucking screwed. So,
yeah, I just realized you first Whimsicott and Cottony back-to-back weeks.
So that'd be pretty fucking funny if he did that. That'd be really funny. I'd be laughing so hard if he did that. Oh my god, I'd laugh so hard. I think I'd accidentally type /forfeit. It'd be so funny. Yeah, it just. If I'm being honest, not looking forward to this match.
I can
really
see
bad.
Steelix coming, honestly. I like Steelix here.
Yeah, he could. I mean, obviously I think my Trick Room here is actually really, really good, and there's really no way for him to stop it.
His way, he has Taunt with Cottony. He has Imprison with Gardevoir.
He has Encore as well. I'm pretty sure he gets it.
Can you not give him ideas?
Okay, so of course we're gonna encore him for the second week, make him pay back for season 2. It's a long time ago at this stage now, but it'll be done.
You thought I said earlier, at least it's over and done with, but you got Williams Jr.
Because it's next week. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to do here. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard, but that's how I like it.
I was gonna say something. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean this matchup.
I
don't know what I'm gonna. I really don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do here. It just, I feel like I can get countered so easily. I don't think there's anything that's just gonna be the best lead.
I can see Hydreigon and Earthbearer coming. Hydreigon with Earthbearer seems pretty likely here.
Yeah, I'd probably paired that with a core of like Talonflame, Serena, and maybe Gardevoir. It's not looking good for me at all. So, but we'll see. I have some ideas that I'm starting to generate as I speak. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
are you backing yourself?
2 Quartz. I'm not gonna back myself if I fucking win.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead ass.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god, I just got throw for predictions. I was like, oh no.
Justin's gonna finish in last place this season, but he's gonna finish first place in the predictions.
He's predicting to lose 2-0 every week, he just wins after that. Oh my god, guaranteed 3 points or 2 points, let's go.
What are you saying, Legs?
Let me see. I like Dragalge here, I'm not gonna lie. Dragalge's pretty nice here. There's a Finny, Serena, Dragon.
Dragalge? I feel like Dragalge is kind of useless here.
Interesting.
Okay, so Dragalge was on his mind.
Fuck you.
3 Fairy-mons, like 1 4x weakness, like there's what, 2 immunities, 1 resist, and like 4 or 5 weaknesses. I like Dragalge. Grew maybe, but yeah, what Trick Commences? He's Steelix, but I think we could be a shout here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and stop it. So if you can work around it,
he has to stop it. Otherwise, like, I feel like Justin just goes. I'm gonna back Justin. I'm gonna say 2-1 Justin.
I'm gonna make up for lackluster prep, and we're gonna say 2-0 Justin.
Y'all have too much faith in me.
We're gonna make up.
No, you just have too little faith in yourself.
I backed Quartz last week to beat Will, and he let me down. No, it was a good game. It could have went either way, but I'm gonna back Justin this week. The bounce back's gonna be real. We got this.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Maybe. We love the support, friend. Okay, so that's
Justin support. Justin support.
Justin support. That's all I want to see in the comments. Just Justin support. Okay. Moving on, we have Ryan against Will. Both people won. Oh no, Ryan lost their match. I say both people won their match last week, but nope.
Well, I'm just gonna say Will 2-0 just because, but we can continue talking.
Okay,
that's brutal, dude. That's poor from you.
Will's team is really good. I'll say that.
I mean, are you guys not going to say Will 2-0? I'm just like
let me look at the teams.
the team diff, the experience diff. I mean, it's not looking good. I mean, it's not looking good for the underdog here. I don't think.
I mean, we saw
all
Roxy.
I'm saying is, Bronzong and Trick Room this week looks kind of nasty.
True. But Weavile just goes blur.
But in Trick Room, you get a steel move off on that thing, it's dead. It's so frail.
I think what you should see from Will is a possible Flame Orb Milotic coming out. Maybe a coil set. I think that should be something that's really good this week.
True.
When you just say it like that, like
if he sets up Milotic like that, it might be GG's. That's why I say
maybe like Eviolite Tangela coming out as well for the redirect. Could happen.
Interesting.
Incursion coming.
Incursion to hide away from the sleeps that he brought with Roserade this week.
And that's what I think.
Could happen. It could be a thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So,
the normal suspects of Teraki and Comfey, I mean, could also be a thing.
So I'm gonna say 2-0 win. No comment. Just moving on.
We'll say. I'm gonna say 2-1 Will. I'm gonna give Ryan the benefit of the doubt again and give him. I think he gets a game again, but I think Will will event. I think it's gonna be like pretty similar. I think Will prevail. I think Will will prevail.
But like we can enjoy our +2 differential on this game right
easy.
here.
I'm gonna prep Ryan.
Wait,
so he's
no, Ryan got. We underestimated Ryan last week, and he won game 1, first game in the season. So I mean.
Yeah,
we can underestimate all he wants, but I mean, one person can play the game, so
I
want him to prove. Now I have a track record of just being good at predicting Will's games, so Kevin,
I'm gonna say I'm backing Will this week. I'm backing him, but I gotta give Ryan some well-deserved props after last week.
Yeah, last week proved Ryan is no pushover. So
2-1 Will.
Okay, I think that was a fair analysis. That one. We can go to German Harrison if you like.
Ooh, the little bromance going on between Harrison and Germ recently in chat. Good dudes. Yeah, Metagross kind of wrecks here, right?
I'm struggling to look at the teams here. Wait, what's Germ? For some reason, I was
They're right below each other and in the rows.
Oh, yeah.
The IEA Absol and the Yum Yum Yumper. I mean, Metagross kind of goes in here.
Yeah, when you have that Metagross, Nihilego...
Mimikyu needs to come. I think that's undisputed from Germ. I think he needs to bring that. Maybe pair that with his 2 Tailwind, maybe.
Pangoro comes?
Pangoro could definitely come. I think that'd be a great response to it.
Pangoro is actually pretty decent here.
I'd say it brings Clef, Grim, Mimikyu, Pangoro,
Xatu,
Nidoking.
Does Nidoking come here? I think it kind of gets destroyed.
Well, it depends on Metagross runs.
It's faster than Metagross, to be fair.
Yeah.
Earth Power from Nidoking could be good this week. Special Nidoking. Sure.
But I mean, an AV set would be pretty nice for our Metagross there. It's kind of hard to knock back the Metagross and the Nihilego against this mono fairy team.
Yeah, I don't know. This is tough for me to go in Germ's favor.
He has a lot of dark types actually as well. I think looking at it, so could be a Nihilego masterclass here. Trick Room could definitely come. Sharda, Porygon, Metagross, Grafty.
Yeah, this is tough, man. But I feel like I'm gonna go 2-0 Harrison.
I'm also gonna go 2-0 Harrison. Metagross just being there is just gonna be a big problem unless Nidoking's the only thing that I feel like beats Metagross here. Maybe Pangoro, but again, it's slower. So
Yeah, I feel like a late game Metagross and like an early game Nihilego is like too dangerous for for Germ to deal with. So
I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Harrison.
one.
I think Germ is definitely capable of taking at least one game.
I think so. Harrison gets rattled very easily, and Germ 2-0'd him in our other league that we're in. So obviously different teams, different format, but you know it is doable.
Well, like there could obviously be like some Nidoking. Zatu gets. Does Zatu get Tailwind?
It does, yeah. Justin brought that.
I mean, could be pretty nice.
Yes,
What?
Scrafty kind of handles it a bit, but
apart from what beats Metagross here, or Nidoking here?
Metagross.
Well, Metagross if it lives.
Yeah.
Scrafty probably beats it. Nidoking doesn't get any fairy moves, does it?
No, God no. That would be broken. Maybe a Thwacky. I wonder. I don't hit Marowak.
Yeah,
Marowak and Trick Room's always a beast. Harrison does have pretty reliable Trick Room. So
the amount of Dark types, I'm not sure if he brings Sharner this week. Like 3 Dark types.
Yeah, maybe Aromatisse this week.
Yeah, I think Aromatisse could easily come. Harrison just that steel and poison weakness.
But I think again, I don't know how much Pangoro's attack stat is, but it's probably better than Hitmonlee's.
Pangoro is 124.
That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. You could probably live with Porygon, and again, if you don't have a way to OHKO that thing, which many people don't, Trick Room.
Harrison's team is very defensive compared, altogether, it's very defensive.
Yeah.
Is Zapsol 130 or 125?
Attack stat? I think it's 130.
Yeah, so.
And it gets reliable crits, so. And it is faster than Metagross, too. So he does have some Metagross answers, but at the same time, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Metagross, it's really hard to ignore Metagross.
Yeah.
Like, after using it last season, just knowing how much it can live, knowing how much it can do. I know I had Max last season, but knowing how much it can do is kind of scary for every other team in the league.
For sure.
So, it's gonna be tough, right. But I wouldn't be surprised if Germ takes a set or two.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Next, we have...
next is Griffin against Riolu.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
I'm just thinking, both teams won last week, so...
Yeah, Lander just kind of looks busted here. I can't lie.
Actually can't find the teams.
Ninetales is going to have to be huge, but... Landorus looks kind of busted.
Mimi and Chow can always just say no moves for you, but again.
Yeah. Coco is really good. I think it can... this is weird, man.
Yeah.
Raichu Alola gets Fake Out, right? Or no?
I assume so, because it's gonna have the same moves basically as Raichu.
If Raichu Alola gets Fake Out, I think a Raichu Alola and Landorus lead is pretty good. It'll be the fastest Fake Out.
Back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Justin, do you know if Raichu Alola gets Fake Out?
Alolan, I believe it does not.
Really?
No, I actually have no idea.
Oh, come on.
It's a Pikachu, so I feel like it should, right?
Well, it's a Raichu, actually.
It's a Raichu. You know what I meant.
This could be a dumb question. It does, okay. Yeah, so it is the fastest Fake Out. So, I feel like a Raichu Alola with Landorus seems pretty good here. I feel like a Trick Room is terrible against Stack. Griffin always has some interesting Trick Room options, but Yeah, I don't like I don't like Trick Room here in front of Stack. But like Stack looks awful with Landorus, so a special stab special Earth power from Landorus. Yeah, no, I don't think Stack Attacker would live that with Shookaberry, to be honest. So looks kind of bad. What does Landorus get rock coverage as a special mod? Does it get a special rock move?
Maybe Power Gem.
If it gets Power Gem, it's busted. But I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it's just Rock Slide, and obviously, probably still one shots. Probably still one shots, honestly.
Probably.
I mean, it still has base. Its attack stat's still better, actually, believe it or not. So you could just run physical. I feel like special is pretty good here, but let's see. You get Rock Tomb, Rock Throw, Stone Edge. Those are all physical. Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm not seeing any special rock moves, to be honest. Yeah. So I mean, split Thunder Landorus this week, maybe. I don't know. This one's gonna be close. I don't know. I think I might go 2-1 Griffin this week. I don't know. What are you saying?
You know what? I'm gonna go 2-0 Griffin.
2-0? Wow.
I think so. I just think in this matchup specifically. I just think he does. I mean, how Lucha still goes in, right? I mean, it still has a speed.
For sure. It gets Rock Slide. It gets fighting moves for Stack. Outspeeds Ninetales and Mienshao. Halucha looks really good as well.
So, I mean, as long as Trick Room doesn't get set up, I don't really see how Lucha gets, properly countered. Because Ninetales isn't going to be fast enough.
And Trick Room looks terrible because Stack and Slowbro get it, and they're both weak to Landorus really bad. So, and they're both fake out, immune, not immune, susceptible. Like it looks really bad, Trick Room, and I think Griffin has the speed advantage too. So yeah, 2-0 is a shout, but I think I'm gonna go 2-1. I don't believe Wex has joined us back yet. So we will get his prediction momentarily. We can move on though, and Wex can give it in a little bit. We're moving on to the game of the week here. We have a co-game of the week this week, guys. We could not properly decide between the game, so just co-game of the week. Why not? Like we do what we want around here. So we got we can start with which one do you want to start with?
We'll start with Rooster versus Gummy. I think that's fine.
We have the Lovers Quarrel this week. It returns. It returns, baby. This is gonna be a fun one. I know Gummy has reached out to me once again to prep against Rooster, which I always enjoy. I think Rooster's already said he was already built, so he has a strategy ready. This one's gonna be fun. What are you seeing? We got the Battle of the Urshifus.
Yeah, that's really what I'm looking at right here. I think that's gonna be really fun, especially if they both lead Urshifu.
Speed ties galore, maybe.
I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, actually.
What do you think Gummy does to a Raichu Urshifu lead?
Raichu Urshifu?
Yeah, I mean,
Gummy. Well, no, because he can go Sneasel, and Sneasel's faster and gets a better fake out. So he could always do that.
I was gonna say like Electro Web speed control, but Lightning Rod's a good ability to have. Lex, is that you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm back. What did y'all say for the Griffin game?
I had a 2-1 to Griffin, and Justin had a 2-0 to Griffin, and we need your prediction.
Ooh, I was gonna say 2-1, but yeah, I'll go 2-1 Griffin.
Nice. All right, we introduced the co-game of the week, and we were talking about the lovers' quarrel again.
Lovers quarrel. Okay.
Battle of the Urshifus.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
How
I'm just
could you
writing
ever?
stuff down.
This is gonna be really interesting. I think Nidoqueen looks really good here, potentially. The Nidos are dangerous this season, man. Their offensive coverage and like intimidation is pretty good. Sneasel the fastest Mon on the field? Yeah, it will be.
Oh, Reggie,
Jesus God.
I don't know how you overlooked that. It's literally sitting right in front of your face. And
Yeah, that's pretty bad for me. I just kind of ignored it because Raichu kind of cancels it. Regieleki only clicks electric moves, so.
And Hyper Beam. I ran Hyper Beam.
Yeah, that's doing absolutely nothing this week. So.
Yeah, Regieleki actually doesn't look that good this week. If I'm being honest, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
If you can get rid of Raichu, it does. Like
if you get rid of Raichu and Crook,
and
Piloswine,
maybe like screens Regieleki with next to Nidoqueen could be really good.
That would work.
That you get rid of Raichu and then Eleki can click buttons. That screens Eleki with Nidoqueen could be pretty cool. They might lose to Crocodile, honestly, but you know.
The only problem with that is it kind of forces you first turn. Like if you lead that, it kind of like if you want the safest play, it's double protect to avoid the fake out. But Urshifu has this very nice move where he can just hit through it.
Yeah, well, they both have that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna have to like double protect, you're kind of just like sacking something at that point because you're taking a strong bit of damage. So it's rough.
What's Gummy's Crocodile answer?
Fungus.
Arachnid? Fungus isn't terrible, to be honest.
Urshifu?
Fighting moves.
Fungus could actually be good this week because of Rage Powder. I'm not gonna lie.
We got 2 Rage Powder, bro. These teams are so similar.
Yeah. We'll go.
Yeah, Butterfree as well. Butterfree doesn't like this matchup, I don't think, though. It really doesn't. I feel like Fungus can handle it a little bit better, but Celestial Air Slash or Magmortar doing anything, I mean, that's kind of feels bad.
Feels real bad.
But I don't think Magmortar would come in this situation.
Yeah, Nidoqueen. Alright, Wex.
The Queen, I mean, yeah, it's just, that's enough. I mean, Urshifu, I mean, S tier. Surging Strikes, I mean...
No, Gummy has Dark One.
Gummy has Dark One. Rooster has...
So no Surging Strikes.
Good blow.
What's the SS stand for?
A single strike.
Single Strike and Urshifu's Rapid Strike.
Rapid Strike, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my brain is starting to deteriorate here. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I need my midday nap.
How do we? I'm gonna back Gummy. I think I have to. We're gonna build a good team to beat Rooster. I'll say 2-1 Gummy.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Rooster.
2-0. Rooster's games go to 3 sets, my guy. I don't know.
I know. But here's the thing. Right now, I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard, and the person sitting next to me is Gummy. If that dude wins, or at least gets a point, I am now last. Okay. I cannot have that
lose.
For my I already predicted 2-0 loss. So I have to be consistent here. If he does get a point, I am dead last, all by myself, all my lonesome. I can't have that for my ego because then it's not there anymore. I know it'll only be week 2.
Yeah, bro. We might have to replace you on the podcast at that point.
Hey yo. Oh, we gotta pause there. There. But yeah, I'll go 2-0 Rooster.
I'm going 2-1 Rooster.
Fair enough.
You guys are doing my Gummy prep.
Go. Rooster's games go to 3 sets. Simple.
They do.
All right. Well, we have one more game of the week to cover.
And Ryder 2-0. Easy. So that's the end of the podcast.
Ryder 2-0.
That's brutal.
I actually haven't looked at these teams whatsoever.
I would just like to put it out there. In the regular season, I am undefeated against Ryder, and in the playoffs, Ryder's undefeated against me. So this is a regular season match.
So what you're saying is you're going to win this, but then lose in playoffs, Ryder.
Probably.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just based off of that, I'll go 2-0, Kev. Just strictly based off of that. No pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot
I
of
mean,
pressure.
it's not like you have to deal with Salamence this week, after it's kill leader, 5 kills,
Well, if he has to deal with Salamence, I mean, he does have,
I do have a faster dragon.
Well, yeah, but you also have like Regice.
Regice, yeah.
Pretty easily.
Regice looks pretty good this week against his special threats. He does have a couple physical fighting mons that Regice doesn't like, but
Blade smiles.
Yeah.
Justinian smiles.
Squid
even physical.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think I do like Regice though a bit, but this is gonna be tough, man. I think Ryder's already prepping, which scares me. he was doing it yesterday.
Or does that mean he's scared?
That's true. I mean, he wants to. I think he definitely wants to flip the narrative of losing to me in the regular season.
I like Dog Trio here.
Bro, Doug Trio's a sleeper mod in C tier, man.
I like Dog Trio. Trio and Sylveon. Apart from Salamence EQ, what the fuck you doing to it?
Yeah, Doug Trio does look pretty decent.
I should make Gallade is there. I forgot about Gallade. Yeah, never mind.
Nah, Gallade's light work.
Gallade's mid.
Mid, definitely mid. It's as mid as you can get, man. 80 base speed and mid and B tier, like the middle of his team in B tier. That's as mid as you can get, bro.
I'm not even sure about this match. I mean, I can see.
I feel like it's going to come down to execution of prep is what this is going to come down to.
What you got for Spectres, like, what you got for a Shadow Ball?
Yeah, I don't have a Dark type, do I?
Oh, I'm just looking at that.
This is going to be interesting.
Apart from Dugtrio, what do you got for...
I don't have a normal type either.
Oh, it is going to be the Battle of the Terrains, I just realized. So who's running Iron Ball?
Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah. What was the tech, Justin?
So if you
lead Kofagrigus and then switch in Rillaboom, it goes second, right?
Yeah, so if he does the same thing. So you have the slower mod, so you'll always get it off.
Interesting.
Okay, so he's going to use Kofa and then go straight into Indeedee.
Unless he runs Iron Ball and something to be slower than min speed, you're kind of fucked. But I mean, I wouldn't really expect that. If he does it, GG.
Yeah. Iron Ball and Indeedee? So that makes no sense, though.
No, I wouldn't even get lower than Kofagrigus. So.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not, definitely not.
Iron Ball Toxapex.
Yeah, that would work.
Into Indeedee. Just like,
that would work.
You. Oh, ultimate stress already. That's probably what he's prepping right now.
Yeah,
I mean, he can pull it though. You can pull it off.
Ryder doesn't have Tailwind, I don't think. So Torn seems kind of free a bit. I don't think he can. I mean, Togi D is the only thing that scares me. I don't know. I obviously don't want to go too into it. I gotta think about it. Gotta build something. We'll back myself. 2-0, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-0, Kevin, just because the regular season stats don't lie.
I'm gonna say 2-1, Kev.
Damn, dude. I don't like you guys putting all this pressure.
Better win.
I mean, y'all put the same pressure on me, so like, I'll fucking why not?
I mean, Justin put no pressure on himself, but we put pressure on Justin. So,
overall,
yeah, I mean, I kind of, yeah.
Yeah, there's been no snakes so far. Well, I had to pick between the two of you last week, and I picked correctly.
Yeah, Kev is the only snake, and Justin hates himself. So,
hey, I had to choose between the both of you. All right, that is choosing between the two of you. I'm always gonna have to go against one. So, there's no ties in this league. So,
well, if we both forfeit on the same time, then it's a tie. Points.
I don't know. I think we'll have to go to the milliseconds of who clicked it first. But yeah, I'm scared. Playing Harrison, Ryder, and then Rooster back-to-back weeks is not going to be fun.
I can't remember if it's your schedule I follow or if it's Justin's. I definitely...
We all have some... There's not many great schedules.
No.
I think me and Ryder, when we looked at it, I think we agreed that Griffin had the best schedule, but... I don't know. There's no good schedules, to be honest, but some are more brutal than others, and mine is right up there, man. This is gonna be
Yeah,
rough.
my end to the season's pretty rough, I think.
Oh yeah, mine too. I have to end with Will, Justin, and you. So that's pretty bad if you ask me.
I think I ended something like Ryder, some like combination of Ryder, you, and Rooster and Gummy, I think, or something like that. What is it?
Oh.
And Will, that's your team. Never mind. But I end
Uh.
with my end is so Harrison, Ryder, Rooster, Gummy, you.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Justin has a similar one, I think. Justin ends Harrison, Ryder, Rooster, Gummy, you, and then Jerem.
Yikes.
Me and Justin have the same schedule, but just
Yeah, you guys always have like the same schedule.
It's weird how it
I don't
works.
know. Yeah, the randomizer is very. We might have to like randomize the schedule next time, like just 5 times, and then like don't even look at it, but just randomize it 5 times, and hopefully it doesn't do that again.
The only difference is I play Mao this week, and Justin plays German week 10. The rest we all play the same teams.
Right, and if you looked at the schedule as well, there's like 6 different teams that have to play Rooster and then Gummy, or vice versa. Like you literally have to play them back to back.
I swear that happened last season as well, or was it? No, maybe I've been 2 seasons ago because I remember I beat Rooster week 9 and beat Gummy week 10 to finish the redemption arc.
Yeah, like it's just wild how the schedule randomizes it. It's like it has a weird algorithm that is consistent. We need to randomize it multiple times in the future, but yeah, I mean, I think that's it, right? Co-game of the week hype should be a good week.
Yeah, I think that's, unless you guys want to add anything else, that's all we have time for.
Yep. I mean, that wraps it up for today's podcast. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us ramble off and give our thoughts. We will see you guys next week when we go over week 2 games that we just previewed this week and go over week 3 games that will happen the week after. So until then, it's been Gronk, joined by Kevin and Wex. See you next time.
Peace.
Thanks, guys. See you around.